Just wanted to see what was going on. I'll tell y'all what's going on with the new update. Sorry, let me post them on Facebook real quick. Trying to find some. Let me see all these. One second, I'll talk to y'all. Give me just a second. Alright, y'all. Sorry about that. Okay, so we're gonna go through this a little bit, and I'm gonna walk y'all through what I think of it. Okay, so with the new update, you get. Let's see if they have them in these resources. Okay, they do. So you've got these different ones, which is like perk up. What's this one? Perk up to upgrade schematic. So these are like different ones that upgrade high. Like, so you got a blue, you can take it to purple. If you got a purple, you can take it to gold, so on and so on. So you can upgrade the rarity of your gun now. So if you get a purple and you really like the gun and you want to upgrade it, boom, you can do it just like your heroes now. Also, you can pick energy and things, but the thing is, say you've got a all damaged gun, pretty much. Like, the only gun I really haven't took over yet is this bazooka. And the reason I'm not wanting to take it over right now, because it's pretty good. I want to change the crit chance, but at this, look what happens. So, modify perks, show preview. So, I've got damage, crit chance, energy with affliction. See, when I do this, it's going to take away. It's going to keep my affliction, keep my energy, and keep 2 damages. But, what are those free slots? It's going to take 2 damages away No, it's gonna take 1 damage away and take the crit chance away. Which, ooh, that might be worth it. But could I take that and put it back to damage? That's the question. I'm not sure. And could I put the other one in damage? That's what I'm worried about. Is it gonna be worth it, or should I just keep it? Like, if anybody has the same gun, like bazooka, and they end up doing it, let me know what you get for those 2 free slots. Like, I know my crit chance is getting took away in 1 damage, and it's the higher one. It's the 15% damage. So, let me know what happens if you do it. Let me know what y'all think would be in the free slots. Like I said, if there's another, even if it's damage to afflicted targets, I think this one, the bottom one, is going to be damage. You could either going to be like damage to afflicted targets, damage to bosses and all that, and then damage to something else. But I would pick the afflicted targets because it has affliction damage already. And then that one up there, I think it's either going to be like reload speed, or it might let me pick damage again. If it lets me pick damage again, I'll definitely do it. And then, like I said, I'd change the crit chance to either reload speed if I could, or if it was the affliction targets. But I don't know. It won't let me look at the free ones without, actually converting it. So it's kind of sketchy. But everything else I've converted. Like this one I was a little mad about because it took away, I think, one of my damages or something. Which isn't too bad. Like I said, it's a trap. I'm not tripping. But like this was a kind of a sucky one because I had, instead of, I had crit damage, which you see, instead of magazine size though, I had damage there, and it took it away and put it as a free slot, which I'm okay with a little bit on the tiger jaw because it only holds 8 bullets, and I wanted more mag in there anyways because I had one with 15. It was just so much nicer not to reload every second. So this will bump it up to I think it's like 10 or 11, the magazine size, and plus I can upgrade it, so that helps a little bit. I'm not mad about that. It pretty much stayed the same, which is nice. Just don't have affliction on it, which sucks. Where is this? What's my other super shredder have? Let me check that out. Because I have a couple. Okay. I want to see some if I upgrade, modify perks, show preview. That's fine. This is an old super shredder. I'm not tripping. Or not an old one. So we could change that to reload speed or magazine size. Keep it. So this would go with the elemental. I'm going to say, let's just do energy for the hell of it for right now. So we got energy on it, and does this hedge element cause, so this doesn't do affliction damage. So this is where, if your gun doesn't have affliction damage, it's where it kind of sucks because you got these 3, 1, damage to stun and staggered, damage to slowed and snored, and damage to miss monsters and bosses. They're all kind of sucky besides the damage to afflicted targets, but if you don't have damage on your gun already, which is affliction, which kind of makes it suck. So either best one I'm going to say to go with is damage to either slowed and snored targets or damage to stunned, staggered, and knocked down. I don't know. I think it's just pick. I probably wouldn't pick this one just because it's the lowest. Or I don't know. I mean, that ain't bad, I guess. But damage to slowed and snored targets. I'm gonna say we'll go with this one for now, I guess. Like, so this gun just was a shitty, no element or nothing, and I just turned it into a really good, decent, not a really good gun, but a gun that I would actually use now. That I could actually get some use out of. That's so, I mean, like, that gun was in there to trade. Like, now it's like, it's a decent gun. Why are all these on my favorites? Why are all those on my favorites? Or all my, oh, okay, so, I guess I had them on favorites for some reason. I have another super shredder down here, I think. I do. Let's see what this one turns into. Okay, so upgrade, modify perch, show, I don't even care, just convert it. Alright, crit chance, magazine size, which we could turn into reload speed if we wanted to. So this is going to be, let's do another energy, just because I'm an energy fan. Alright, and does this do affliction? No, another one that doesn't do affliction. Man, if I could get a super shredder soon, or have even a purple one that does energy affliction damage at the top, that would make it so much better. So since we don't have damage or affliction, we're gonna go ahead and do damage to stun, staggered, and knock down targets. Hey, wait, we'll try this one this time. So that's, like I said, that's a. Let me get on my YouTube. I don't know what y'all are messaging right now, so just give me a second. I'll go to it though for y'all to see what's going on. Let me know if y'all like the update too. Do it.
it up well.
I love it. I'm starting to actually like it. There's a few, like I said, like, I mean, I can build you a weapon, dude. I guess, like, yeah, I can build you a weapon. Let me go check out my pistol real quick. Oh, here's the things I wanted to do too. These, because I like, honestly, I just got 2 gold scars. Because I have like 9 gold scars right now, and they all sucked. I just made 2 of them, like, super OP that I'm gonna use all the time now, just because of this thing. So let's just do it. We'll convert it. Like I said, I haven't got a really good razor blade yet. So let's see. We got fire rate. We could change into crit damage. We got magazine size, which I could change it to reload speed if I wanted to. We got damage right there, which is I could change it to anything if I wanted to. I got another one we could pick damage for, or crit damage. So this one I'm gonna do damage. Let's see, damage to afflicted. Fuck, man, if I could have a gun that already had affliction damage on it, dude. Let's do damage here, and then let's do this. We'll do this one just because, like I said, if you don't have affliction damage, and then I'd come and change this to damage up here eventually. Let's see what this one does. Like I said, if they're good enough to actually, like I'm trying to make a decent one. I've got a decent one right now, but like I said, it ain't the best. So this is damage already, durability, which I would change into reload speed or magazine size. Let's go energy. Alright, actually, yeah, let's go water on this one. This one don't matter, because like I said, if it doesn't have affliction damage, this is a wasted perk right here pretty much, because that one, and that one kind of suck. This one's alright. I'll do this one on this one just because I probably ain't going to keep the gun. But like I said, and then I'll change that to reload speed eventually. I mean, yeah, look at this one. This is a good gun too, but it's going to automatically take one away to put an elemental on it. So that's going to be nice to have an elemental on it. But watch, I get free 3 slots. So right now I got crit damage and crit damage. So let's see, we got magazine, we got our thing, which I'm going to go energy, because I like energy so much. A lot of people say shy away from it, but it doesn't do affliction. So do we got any? Nope, we don't. Damn. So this one ain't gonna be the best either. So we could either do reload speed. It's a room sweeper, so we're doing reload speed definitely. And this one will do damage to missed monsters and bosses. If it had affliction damage already on an element, that's the biggest thing. If you have affliction already, dude, you can make an OP gun. Like, that's how I made this OP scar. Look at this. This scar sucked before. Look at it now. Damage, reload speed, energy with energy, then damage to afflicted targets. That's one of the 4 perks you get. And if you already have affliction, which I do, it turns that into the 6th free perk you get when you, because you always get a 6th perk when you convert them, because you only start out with 5 on the legendaries. You convert it and you get a free one, which is, if you already have affliction on your element, it turns that into the free one automatically. If you don't have affliction, you just get some random perk. But then you get this free perk right here, which I showed you, which is one of the things is damage to afflicted targets. And if you have affliction, that's going to help you a lot. So that just turned this regular Siegebreaker, which sucked just a minute ago, into a damn near OP Siegebreaker that I'm going to use more in my Nocturno now. And then also turn this one into a good one, which is just, I turned it to fire because I've already got an energy one up there. Damage, reload speed, crit damage, damage to afflicted, and causes affliction for 6 seconds. Let's see if I can change that crit damage, or if I to what could I change that crit damage to? Because if I could change the crit damage to damage, which, yeah, I can change it to damage. This is another OP off the wall fucking Siegebreaker right there. Change it to damage because I don't have a crit chance. There's no point in keeping the crit damage. Damage to afflicted, and then it's an all damage gun besides the reload speed, and you always want a little bit of reload or magazine size. So this gun's another OP fucking Siegebreaker. People are gonna be, and look at me, I got to convert. Some of them, I don't think, let's see, this elemental, it already has affliction, so it's gonna be an OP gun. If the gun already has affliction, you're set. You can make an OP gun out of any gun that's already got affliction, what I've noticed. It's all about if you already have affliction and already have an element or affliction. If you already have an element with affliction, you're good to go. You can make about any OP gun. Like, watch this, okay. Let's see, okay, y'all see it. Damage to afflicted, durability, damage, and nature with affliction. So this is a sucky ass gun. Nobody would use this, right? Because it's so many fucking durabilities. Okay, so nobody'd probably use this. Let's see if we can turn it into something somebody would use now. So we get one free slot, which it didn't take away the durability, but I can still probably change the durability. So let's see what we could change the durability to. We could change it to reload speed. Right there, right off the bat, that's our reload speed. This is going to be our damage again. Well, let's see, damage to afflicted. Yeah, we're going to do the damage here. When I get the points, I'm going to change. Imagine this being reload speed. So you're talking a gun that just sucked a minute ago, took it to damage, reload speed, nature with affliction, damage to afflicted targets. It's all damage gun besides one reload. Just turned it into a god roll gun pretty much. Just like that. Just like that. So it's all about, what I've noticed now, it's all about having an element already on your gun with affliction, if you're wanting to make an OP gun. If you have a gun with affliction already on it, an element with affliction, you're good to go. If the element don't have affliction, you can make a decent gun, but that third perk is kind of going to be the perk. Like, okay, so this one I'll show example of. One second. Is this the one I just done? No. Where's the one I just done? This is the one I just done. So I'm going to upgrade this one a little bit because I want to use this later. Damage, and I want to I think in nature, damage to afflicted, durability. Yeah, that's the one. I'm gonna upgrade it just to 5 real quick. Okay, so it gets out of the way so it can be up there with the rest of them. Okay, so let me find one. Okay, so this one, for example, right here. Let's do an example on this one. Modify perks. Okay, so you see it's reload speed, weapon stability, crit damage, and it does have fire, but no affliction. So you see on the right side, we're going to get a free perk, which if we had affliction, that free perk at level 25, that slot down there, would have been causes affliction damage, because they automatically take the affliction one and put it down there if you have it. If you don't, you get some bum ass perk like getting 5 headshots in a row. I'm going to convert it and see what we can make this into. Okay, so we got crit damage, reload speed. So what we'd want was, if I wanted to change this, I could change it to damage, or I could just say, look, okay, I'm gonna crit rating is crit chance now too, by the way. Okay, so we're not gonna go ahead. I don't want to waste all my stuff on, changing perks, because this costs you to change them. Now, where you get a free slot, it's free, but when if I wanted to change this, it's gonna cost to damage. It cost me 1,000 wrenches, which is a lot. Everybody's saying. So instead of doing that, I say I got crit damage. Let's go ahead and do crit rating. So that's our crit chance. Okay. And then with this one, we don't have affliction, so you're gonna have to pick between one. I mean, you could still do the damage to afflicted target, but what that does is you're at the mercy of finding somebody, helping somebody in that game and shot that zombie already, and is caused affliction damage to it. And then so if your gun don't cause affliction, you're at the mercy of hoping somebody else's gun is causing affliction damage. So either the best one I'd say is honestly, they're all three about the same. I mean, you get more damage with these, but like I said, if you want to kill the mist monsters a little faster, I'll probably end up picking damage to slow and start. One of these two, maybe. Really, I don't care at this moment. I'm just going to actually pick this one, just for the hell of it. Because like I said, if you don't have affliction, you can't make the gun as good as you want. But even if you don't have affliction, I mean, that's not a bad siege breaker right there. Crit damage, crit chance, fire, reload speed, and then the last two perks are that's damage, and then the last one's some bum perk, but that's not a bad gun. Like, I just turned a bum ass siege breaker into a decent siege breaker that I could actually use if I had to. Like this one has affliction. I can make this into a god rolled gun. Watch. I don't want to level it up. Upgrade, modify perks. Yes, that's fine. Not even gonna read it. Okay, so we got crit damage, we got our causes affliction, our fire, headshot damage, which I would change this to damage if I had the stuff to do it. Change it to damage, so that's 1 damage, let's say. This is going to be damage to afflicted, since we do affliction damage, so that's another damage that causes damage. And then we got this, which we can do magazine or reload. Nobody wants durability or weapon. Those are wasted perks. So I always do reload speed. Magazine size on a siege breaker ain't bad because it only holds 30. I think it'll bump it up to like 40, maybe 42. So, but I do reload speed. And there's that. So you're looking at, and if we do this, we could change this too. So you're looking at a siege breaker that just a minute ago would not be that good, I wouldn't use, to a siege breaker that I'd actually use now, which is going to be when I get the points to do it. It's going to be damage, reload speed, fire with affliction, damage, because I'm going to change this to damage, or I could just, instead of changing 2 and wasting 2,000 things, I could just go ahead and hit crit chance and you keep the crit damage already, but I would go damage, that's just me. And then you've got the damage to afflicted because we already caused affliction. I just turned it into pretty much a god roll and siege breaker. So, you know, and then you got, like I said, if you have one with the elemental, it's still, you can make it a decent gun, but if it don't have elemental, that's when it kind of starts lowering it a little bit. But if it goes like this: gun with the elemental and affliction, you can turn into a god roll gun. A gun with just the elemental and no affliction, you can turn it into about a decent gun that's usable, not OP gun, or god roll. Then if you don't have any element at all on it, then you can turn the gun into something that I really wouldn't use that much, but it's still usable. Like, every gun can almost be usable now because you can automatically put an element on it. Because when you convert it over, if it doesn't, it automatically makes you put an element. Well, they don't make you. You can pick one that's called physical, which is no element, and it does a little bit more damage, I think, to regular targets. But, you know, everybody likes elements on their guns, so right there. Okay, so here's another one that's water. I can make this a god rolled gun, pretty much. So let's go modify perks, show, convert it over. Okay, so we got fire rate, which I would turn into damage. Right off that, we already got our explode speed. We got water, which I'll just keep at. Turn this into damage. Let's go damage for this one again. Then we're gonna go damage to afflicted targets. And then, like I said, when I got the points, I turn this into damage. So you're looking at a damage, reload speed. So let's say damage. Wait, it'd be damage, reload speed, water with affliction, damage to afflicted targets, and we cause affliction. So you're talking about all damage across the board besides reload speed. And I mean, who doesn't like a reload speed in there? Which, of course, you'd love the all damage, but I mean, dude, you can't ask for much better. I mean, there's no reason to buy, if you already got a bunch of decent guns that with affliction and a good with an element with affliction, there's no reason to buy guns anymore. That's why I kept all these, to see what it would do. Like right here, okay, I got energy and energy. I'm about to turn one of these into a god roll gun for me, so I can actually use it. Modify perks, show, whatever, you know, I'm not even looking at no more because I know. So this is going to get changed into damage eventually. That's reload speed, energy. It's already got energy. This is going to get changed into damage eventually when I get the points. So that's damage, reload speed, or damage, reload speed, energy, damage again, and then it's a cause of affliction, so I'm going to pick the affliction one. Does damage to afflicted target. So again, another one, damage, damage. It's going to be damage, reload speed, energy. I mean, what can you ask for, dude? I just turned this into a god rolled gun. Like I said, that's going to be damage, and that's going to be regular damage after it. So, I mean, it's ridiculous, dude. Like I said, if your gun has an element and has affliction on the element, your gun's going to be OP. You can't, there's no point in buying perk stuff no more. There's no point. So, let's see, we got, this would be getting changed to reload speed, of course, like normal. Either one of these two is what you need to pick. If you like more bullets in the mag and want to shoot longer, that's fine, but would you mind shooting it all out real quick and then reloading it quicker? Just depends. Both of those are good. Don't pick durability or weapon stability, though. And then you can pick your element, whatever you want. Physical is just no element, that's all it is. Then you got the damage, and then of course I've got affliction again, so I'm definitely going to pick this one. Like I said, if you don't have affliction on your thing, you don't pick damage to afflicted targets. Pick one of the other three. It's going to make the gun a little bit better. Like I said, if you pick damage to afflicted targets without causing affliction on the gun, you're going to be at the mercy of hoping somebody in your game has a gun doing affliction to that zombie. And plus, on top of that, like most of the time when you're shooting a zombie, you kill it yourself. So it's not like you just shoot a bunch of zombies and just keep shooting different ones. You usually aim at one or two and shoot them and kill them. So it's kind of like, it's just a waste of perk if you don't cause affliction at the moment, I think. So that's how I feel, and a lot of other people feel. So boom, I just turned this into a god roll gun after I changed this to reload speed. I don't have the points to do it right now. This is crazy, dude. This is crazy. I've got to go through a lot of guns and do this to a lot of different stuff, but as you can see on my guns, yeah, I've got tons of guns. Like I said, let's see. I want to look at something. The guns I don't have in my favorites. So I don't know how these are gonna work out. I guess I could do one real quick. I want to look at them, how they're gonna work out. Modify perks, so that's fine. I'm not really worried about it. So it does energy already, of course. I don't think it does affliction, which sucks. Damage, reload speed, headshot. So I'd change that to damage, and then I would do probably for this one, I'd just go ahead and do the bosses. I don't use it a lot, so I don't, like I said, if it doesn't, and I didn't get, like, these are kind of weird because I don't think you could actually get an element that caused affliction because it already has the element on it, like it was built into the gun, the element was. So it's kind of weird on these. So it's like you can't really make it a god rolled gun, but you can still make it decent. So okay, so you got the element, fire rate. I change that to damage, change that to reload, change that to damage, and then change this to, since it's not doing affliction, we'll just do the miss monsters again. Boom, there's that. What was the one I had up here? I know I saved another one. Let's see, and look, you can upgrade the rarity just to prove to everybody. Look, upgrade, increase rarity. You can take purples to golds now. You can take blues to purples, and that to take that. Say you got a green, take that green to blue, take that blue to green, purple, take that purple to gold. So you can take a regular gun, uncommon even, all the way up to gold. Just gonna take you a while, but you can do it. Because you need legendary fluxes, and they still only giving you 25 in the shop. So let's see what we got here. Upgrade. Let's see what happens when I do this. Modify perks. So crit chance, damage, durability. We'd get rid of. So what we do is we'd get rid of which one? Would it be crit chance, damage? Okay, so it'd be another damage, but I probably could take it. No, I couldn't, but it's fine. So I'd change this to reload speed. And then change this to damage. Since I can't turn it, have a crit damage, so I just change it. And then I'm not sure if this causes affliction, but I'm gonna go ahead and put this one because I'm not sure on this gun. I'm just gonna go ahead and put that one that causes affliction damage so I can have a decent one if it does, so I didn't mess up. Yeah, dude, this is the OP as hell, dude. Right here, there's a good sniper rifle I can make, dude. Like, this sniper rifle is gonna be OP. Let me see if I have a different sniper. I want to see something on these real quick, actually. Ooh, this causes affliction. Let's go. Let me see something. Oh, can you put an element on these? I've always wondered, because I've never got one of these with the element. So, yeah, it's going to be energy damage. So, boom. Let's see. It causes affliction. I can make this into my OP. Yep. Damage to afflicted. Energy, crit damage. Let's see, this is gonna get changed to, I would change this either to damage and then change this to damage when I get the points, or keep this at crit damage and change this to crit chance. So that's an OP gun right there's my OP death ray, since I had, but like this one I wouldn't be able to make that good of a gun because it doesn't have an element with affliction already on it. So, but this one did have an element with affliction on it, so, or it automatically gives you an element, I think, when you convert it on this one. I'm not sure, but that one's my OP death right now. It's ridiculous, dude. Oh, here's another ones I wanted to see because I didn't have any element on none of these. I didn't know if you could get elements on these. Let's check. So it looks like that would be the element, maybe. So let's just see. Convert it. Fuck it. Yeah, so energy, let's go energy on this one. So what I would do is damage, keep that, probably change that to reload speed, change that to damage, and yeah, just keep that for now. Like I said, I can't really make those into a decent gun, honestly, if I'm being honest with y'all. I can, but it's not going to be the greatest, you know what I'm saying? It's not going to be OP, it's like going to be, you got 3 levels of guns pretty much you can make now. Like I said, I already told you, if you had the affliction with the element with affliction, it's going to be an OPS gun. If you got just the element already, it's going to be decent gun. And then if you don't have any element at all on it, it's going to be not that good of a gun, but still usable. That's the crazy thing. So all guns in the game now are pretty much usable, even in high twine. But the whole thing is, like I said, the way you make it to get the OP guns is you gotta get a gun out of a llama, or get a gun out of a llama with affliction and element already on it. Then you can make the gun OP. and you're not gonna be able to make any guns in this game with all damage. It's at least gotta have at least either one reload. It's gonna have one reload, or you gotta pick out a reload, weapon stability, magazine size, and something else. And so it's always gonna have one of those, but the rest can be damage perks, which is like my siege breaker now. See, it's gotta be like this. That ain't the right one. Damage, reload speed, fire, crit damage, damage to afflicted. That ain't the right one either. Fuck. Here it is. Damage, reload speed, elemental, damage, damage to afflicted, and causes affliction. So that's an OPS gun. All damage perks across the board besides the reload, and you can't change that to reload. And I haven't even got them all upgraded. It's just ridiculous, dude. I've got a lot of guns to go through and shit, and go and figure out what I want to do to them all, and you know. So let's get rid of these. I want to do some of the challenges. Let's look at all our resources. I used some of them already on my siege breaker, I think. Oh, I got her again. Got that. That's fine. Let's get rid of this defender. I just use these for transform keys and stuff. If it's not purple or legendary, I don't keep it unless it's a hero. Okay, so here's how I do mine. I only keep purples when it comes to guns and traps. Purples and up. I get rid of blues and everything else in the guns. Heroes, I usually keep them all depending on how full I am on stuff. Like, I might get rid of the green heroes, but I definitely keep the blue ones because that's like 60 points for the blue ones and transform keys. And then the green ones, every now and then it's nice to have a couple because you'll be like 30 points short if you put certain things in there. So it's nice to just have them. I think they're worth like 32 or 34 points. And then you got like survivors, I keep nothing but mythics, legends, and purples. No blues, no greens, but I mean, it's okay to keep the blues if you don't have as many purples as I do. I have a choice, though. I had the choice, so first I had to start keeping all my blues, you know, but I always got rid of my greens and other ones, so I wouldn't go no lower in blue in my survivors, unless you have to. If you don't have enough survivors to do it, like I said, you always want to match your things if possible. Like my survivor squad, look, match, don't match, of course. I've got to work on mine still. It's in work in progress. It used to all match till I switched it, till I got 2 more mythics. Let's see, so I got mythic lead, legendary lead, mythic lead, legendary, and then I got 1 epic lead down here that I'm trying to get a legendary and mythic for. But yeah, see, you gotta match their personalities to the leader, but right now it's kind of messed up. I could have them all matching, but I want to use my legendary survivors, so, and not have them wasted even if they don't match for me. So I don't care about that right now. I want to use my legendaries, so I put a couple legendaries I had extra so I could use them in the wrong spots. But I have enough purples to actually make them all match if I wanted to, but I don't want to do that. I want to use my legendaries. And like I said, on defenders, I keep everything besides the greens and the light regular ones, the uncommon. I only keep blue, purple, and gold. And the only ones I use are the gold ones in the battle. I might use like a purple pistol guy. I don't think I have a purple pistol or a gold pistol yet. Yeah, I do right here. So I wouldn't use that purple no more. I would use all my gold defenders. The only defender I really use is this one, maybe this one every now and then, these 3 really. But I keep these all for transform keys, the purples and the blues, and for transform keys. And then what else do I got? Let's see, loot. Did they change anything over here? We got 9 hours. I hope they put more fluxes. They should put it up to 50 a day. They really should. I ain't gonna have enough time to get anything, which is fine. Okay, so I need to look at some quests. I need to husk as a soldier, destroy teddy bears, which is fine. There's that. What's this? Mimics. Okay, daily chest. I gotta do teddy bears and soldier kills, right? Yeah, soldier kills, 500. Side quests, which is just Candy Valley 7, which I might do later. This is all this, 300 husks, that ain't nothing, just do all that shit. But how do you get more of these is what I'm wanting to know. Like, let me see in the map. It might be worth running survivor squads too for certain stuff. I want to see supply crate large. Let's try a little one so I know I'm going to pass it. So medium supply crate. Let's try try to put somebody in here that might pass. I'm gonna start leveling a couple up too, actually. So boom, put him in there. Let's see, ninjas is gonna be boom, pop that up, and then we'll put her in there. So we'll send that on expedition, see what we get back, see if we get any of the wrenches or anything. Okay, yeah, I know that's trouble. Okay, so is there, let me check on my phone real quick, see if there's any legendary, and do you know how I can level up active weapon, how to get there, really high? That's what I'm kind of confused on too, is how you earn the stuff right now. Looks like right here it's in missions and stuff. See, legendary perk up, so that would turn you get enough of those, you could turn your gun into from purple to legendary. Amps up, so you gotta do them through missions. I'm sure you get them for mission rewards, like there's 43 re-perks. So it's gonna take a while to, like I said, change a perk around, but it's really nice. Like, it's really nice. I'm so glad. It's so pretty much mission alerts, probably. You might be able to buy it at a store. I guarantee you'll see some of that stuff in the store, event store, when it changes in 9 hours. Like, you'll probably see every week will be something different. Or I'd say they'll probably put in some, you know, you'll be able to buy at least some of the items. What's the, so, oh, it has a little element. See, it shows it's a water one. It's frost. Let's see if we can find a fire one anywhere. Maybe not. Let me look this up though real quick. So, yeah, man, I'm pretty happy about the update though. One thing, like I said, I'm scared to change my rocket launcher over. I think I know what I'll get on the perks too, so I think I might just keep it the same. Because the free perk I'm going to get is just affliction. It's just going to take my affliction and put it down to the free perk. So it's not like I'm really actually getting a free perk, everybody was saying. I'm going to mute this for a second because there's going to be an advertisement, so give me a second. Alright, I'm back. Is there any legendary? Unknown resource legendary. What's this? 76. So it don't look like there's any assault rifles out right now. There is a well, I guess I can tell y'all real quick. There's a unknown resource legendary, which I don't know what that is. I think that's the legendary perk up in the 76. Maybe I'll check it. And then there's a legendary axe transform key, and there's a legendary spear transform key, and those are the only legendaries on the map right now. I'm not gonna go through the assault or the purples. Let's see, they said in the 76, so these are, and they said it's something legendary, unknown legendary. I want to see what they're talking about, because I don't see anything legendary. That's an 82. Yeah, I have no idea what they're talking about, unless the re-perk. Oh, legendary perk up. That right there, probably. 60 legendary perk ups. How much does it cost to perk up again? Let's check. So I'll go to this one right here. Upgrade, increase rarity. So it costs just 100 fluxes. So what's the... That makes no sense. So what's the legendary upgrade for then? So what's this cost? Let's just see. That costs the purple one. What's this one cost? To upgrade it costs the blue one. Purple. Okay, so next will be the legendary perk up. Okay, that's what I think. I think that's how it goes. I think that's how it goes. Let me see, do I have any ones that are almost legendary? Or all the way into purple going into legendary? I don't think I do. Let me see. Damn, I don't. I got one legendary though. I've seen that. It's like a right. Let's go check that legendary one out. Where'd it go? There it is. It's on my skull. I'm not turning up. Okay, so upgrade, modify perks. So it's all the way up. You can't upgrade that or nothing. So I guess we'll have to look at it. It's probably legendary perk up must be to take the perk. Like it says, legendary perk up. Take the perk from purple to legendary. Sound like, I don't know why I was even having to think about it. It says it right in the description. I'm about to play a mission real quick, then I'll probably bounce out of here. I just wanted to give y'all some information on what's going on with everything right now with the new update, what y'all think about it, what y'all like, what y'all don't like. Like I said, let me get your feedback on it. Personally, I actually like the update a lot. I really do. Like I said, there's a few things that kind of piss me off that, like, you know, I would convert a thing over, like a trap, or like, okay, my rocket launcher again, I'm going to convert it over, but it's going to have to take away one of my, it's probably going to take away one of my damages, and then it's going to take away the crit chance, but the crit chance is going to have to get turned into damage to afflicted targets, or one of those 4 perks, and then the other one is either going to be, it might be able to go back to damage, or I'm thinking it might be reload speed. So that's one damage down, but I guess I get a damage up for the affliction. But you know, with the affliction, I mean, with a rocket launcher, you really don't care too much about the affliction because you're trying to kill them in one hit anyways. But yeah, like I said, I haven't took my rocket launcher there yet. I don't know if I will or not. I'm gonna talk to a few friends and see what they think about it. Somebody's been playing the game for a while. That's one perk, one gun I don't want to take up right now. I took everything else up, all my other guns. It's just that's one of the guns that I actually wanted to take up and re-roll. But once I seen that it was going to take away my damage, one of my damage perks, and I figured out how the system kind of works, I know what it's going to show. So the damage perk's either going to be reload speed, magazine size, weapon stability, or whatever the other one is, and then the other free perk it's going to give me for the crit chance is going to be damage to afflicted targets, damage to snared and slowed targets, and then those 4, whatever the ones y'all seen on the video, you got to pick out of. So pretty much I'm giving up a damage for reload speed, and then giving up a crit chance for damage to afflicted. With a bazooka though, who cares about affliction damage? Because like I said, you're killing most things in one shot. So it's almost not worth that one to reroll. I'm almost thinking about not rerolling that one. Because like, I said, rerolling, just not even converting that one over. That might be the only gun I don't. But I do have another, why in bed? Yeah, I'm going to end the stream there. I don't know what's going on with my internet. Like I said, on Shima Easter egg. So don't forget to tune back in. I will be doing a couple more things on this today too. So yeah, it's been your boy Cody, P92. Oh, another thing, I've been looking for a new name for my channel, so I want to hear all your ideas in the comments. So let me know what y'all think of a good name. I will be reading through them, and whoever I end up picking, if they give me a good name and I pick it for my channel, there will be some kind of reward for probably Save the World. It'll probably be like, give you a couple guns you want, or something, let you pick a couple guns you want out of my collection or something. So I'll figure it out, but drop names of good names for my channel, and we'll see whatever one I pick, I'll end up giving a reward to. So alright, that has been another video brought to you by your boy. I'm out.